If I told you that the 24 hours after the London Marathon were even crazier than the London Marathon, would you believe me?
Yeah, we're actually on our way to possibly be on Virgin Radio.
Yeah, so this recap video of the London Marathon might be slightly different, but is definitely going to be exciting. Oh goodness, where do I start? Okay, I know if you've watched the channel for a long time, you'll know I've got the calmness and the composure of Del Boy, or Ted from Scrubs. So I'm not about to play it cool here. So after the marathon, we were heading home with our mates Jules and Pete when I saw familiar faces walking towards me. Chris and Tash Evans. I think that's Tash Evans and an old geezer. Look at this. Hey! Now, if you're not from the UK, I'll just say Chris is one of the biggest and most loved TV and radio personalities we have. Mary and I have literally grown up watching all of his shows. And his lovely wife Tash was a pro golfer and crucially is an experienced runner who watches the channel. And 2 years ago Chris was kind enough to play an excerpt of my Boston Marathon video which Tash had recommended to him. And I tried to reach out in the past to say thank you, but I had no idea how. This was my chance, so I ran up to them with zero call remaining just to say thank you, and what happened then was even cooler. Chris invited us on his breakfast show the next day.
What? You should come on the show.
Okay.
Oh my god. Come on the show tomorrow morning. Hugh Brace's coming on to talk about the world records.
Oh really?
Why don't you do that?
We'd love to.
Well,
You're very welcome if you want to come on.
we would absolutely love to.
Yeah.
I want to go home to Kent and come back.
That's fine.
All right.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Boom. Boom.
Can I just say for clarity, look, we're just looking at the footage we got. Can I just say for clarity that Chris did also say I have to say old man, but yeah.
Sorry, I was just showing you my phone.
These are like my lifelong friends, Pete and Jules, who are brother and sister that I grew up with. They're basically my brother and sister. And these are the people that I saw out on the course. So how good was that to see you? Just before Tower Bridge, when Mary fell apart.
How was supporting?
Very
Magical day.
magical, absolutely beautiful.
Magical
You did so
day.
well.
Magical day.
Well done. 6 stars, baby.
So the next day we woke up bright and early, pretty tired, yes, but we headed to the news building at London Bridge. Okay, it is definitely on because Chris Evans has been talking about us on his show this morning, so it means that we're not going to watch, we might actually be on it, so we're just heading up. It was so cool to see one of the best to ever do it work, and if you ever wonder, then I'll confirm it here, Chris is genuinely as nice as he comes across on TV and radio. I'll link the full interview at the end of this video. But for now, here's a few highlights from the chat. So Chris and Tash, if you're watching this, genuine thanks and big love from us. It means so much. And if you fancy hanging out in Chicago, Tash, give Mary a shout.
Our next guests, plural, are a superstar power couple who swapped teaching for the track. Their story is amazing. Their YouTube channel, This Messy Happy, is my wife's favourite running go-to YouTube channel. So make some noise and shut your fridges. It's Ben and Mary Bridges. Sit down, please. Welcome. Oh my gosh, it was so funny yesterday when we saw you. Tash and I, because I took the wrong bag home, we're 3 hours late for the curry house. And we ended up walking through the station here, London Bridge Station, to get down to Tooley Street, where the curry house is, because it's the quickest way. And we're walking through the station, and Tash says, oh my God, that's Ben and Mary. I'm like, who's Ben and Mary? Ben and Mary from YouTube. I went, okay. And then you saw us.
Yeah.
And then, but you didn't realise that we were like, oh, Tash was fangirling over you. She was so excited, and then I realised because she showed me loads of your videos, especially at Boston.
Yes. Yeah.
And then she ran out. She was like, I've never seen her like that before. And then we had a chat about so you'll have a sort of a running diary from the London Marathon.
Yes. Yeah.
And it'll be up by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go back after this and make it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be what, half an hour or something like that.
Well, I'm not sure. I took more footage. We burnt through 3 GoPros.
Right.
So
and
I've got
you just
a lot
get a
of
GoPro.
footage.
You don't get a camera crew. There's no sort of steady cam.
No. Just run with the GoPros.
Wow.
And they...
No wonder TV hates you. Jeez.
Immediate.
Well, Tokyo Marathon last month, I ran 3 hours and 2 seconds.
Oh, God.
But the story arc is going to be great.
Yeah,
so
Chicago.
New media is cool, man.
Yeah.
And you two are smashing it.
Thank you
so much.
much.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Can we hear it for these guys? Living the dream!
I'm not even sure what's just happened.
That was so exciting. We've just been on Virgin Radio. What?
Okay. We're going to struggle to process this, and we also have to process our race yesterday. That's one of the main things, right? We haven't even started that bit, but we wanted to take you on this journey with us first. Okay, race process incoming. Okay, let's go for some rankings. These are blind rankings. We haven't spoken to each other before about the whole experience, and we rank it on 6 different categories like we did with Tokyo.
I've made some notes.
Okay, Mary's made some notes. I'm going to do it on the fly. But the 6 different categories are, Mary.
Information in the lead up, expo, race day experience and organisation, the course, the crowds, the medal.
Okay, ranking number 1. What are we ranking?
Information in the lead up.
Oh, okay. This will be an interesting one, I think. Mary, where are you sitting? So the ranking system, by the way, 1, we're ranking out of the majors. So the 6 main races. I know Sydney is one, we haven't done it yet, and the 6 original. Mary, where are you sitting?
So
1 is the highest.
You get a score 1 to 6, and that's where you place. That's where the race places within the majors.
Okay.
So should we both reveal?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
1. Yeah, it was outstanding, wasn't it? The amount of information and the information in itself.
It was really good. It was really clear. It might be because it's English and we're English, and it's just kind of the communication is very natural and felt really like.
There was nothing lost in communication.
There was
is what
nothing
you're saying.
lost.
Okay, well that's nice and simple, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
What's next?
Expo.
Ooh, okay. Oh, this will be also interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
1.
Okay.
It
right.
was the best expo I've ever been to. We were there for 5 hours, which is a record in itself.
For me, over 45 minutes is a record in itself.
Yeah, and I don't tend to love expos after the first sort of 30, 45 minutes, but yeah, I mean, we had loads of friends there, loads of people we know, but it was nicely spaced out. You didn't feel crammed into a massive room. It was kind of broken down really nicely, and a really important thing for me was that just outside you could go and sit down and have a drink and food, which I find really important on expo days. So the setup for me was just ideal and felt calm and exciting in the right balance.
Yeah, it's a good point. Sometimes some expos it's really difficult to get any type of decent food, and you know you're at that point in theory you're carb loading, so you need to have availability of food and drink and lots of it because there's lots of people.
Yeah,
and
the adrenaline's going, and you can like really feel like I need to eat. But
also we saw our friends, which I know, like, you have to take all of these ratings with a pinch of salt because we are biased in the fact that we are British, that most of our YouTuber friends are British, a lot of Americans as well, but it's a home race and there's a lot of reasons to enjoy it. So the expo was one. Okay, Mary, what? Oops, yawn. Still recovering from the marathon.
On the come down.
Okay, what's next?
Race day experience and organisation.
Okay, so from the get-go, from the waking up.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, on the count of... let me just think, hang on. All right, ready? Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1, 3. Whoa!
Am I just on a high?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so actually I was going to change last minute because the afterwards was slight carnage trying to find somewhere to sit down. Mm-hmm.
But I also think the before, you know, we were on, yes, it's obvious that the tubes are going to be crazy, and yes, it's obvious that there's going to be crowds everywhere, but, you know, we got lucky in the fact that there was no rain and it was on grass. That was one thing. I definitely am on board with the male and female urinals. That was good.
That was amazing.
But I would say that the travel generally across the city was okay. It was slick, it's London, but at the same time, probably Chicago is easier because we walked.
Yeah, I'm actually going to change.
Change it, Mary.
So, yeah, I think Chicago, because even after Chicago, it was quite easy to get to a location-ish and sit down and relax.
And I even felt Tokyo was a bit more calm. And so, I that's why I put it 3. Where are you putting it?
I'm going to put it... So I'm going to go for 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 and 3.
The Tokyo start ended up quite stressful for me. Next up is the course.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
I'm ready. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, 3. Okay.
No, you
This is-
tell me why you went 3.
Well, no, because I went. I mean, Chicago, I believe, is the fastest.
Chicago's my number
it's like
one
number
course.
1 course, like for calmness and like all sorts. I also think that Tokyo is fast, like, you know, lots of switchbacks, but it's flat. It's so flat.
I really like the Tokyo course a lot, but for me, there were more iconic things along the way. Like, there's not a moment in
Yeah.
Tokyo like Tower Bridge.
No.
So I don't want to, like, Tokyo is like easier to run faster and execute, I think. But for me, London had like iconic highlights, but also like runnable.
Well, we've not done this well, have we? I'm going to go 2 also. I'm going to change it from 3 to 2 because I was just thinking about runnability.
Yeah.
That's not a word, but you know what I mean. I was thinking about how easy is that to run, but what I should have been thinking is London, most of the landmarks are older than America. It's like Cutty Sark, Houses of Parliament, Big Ben. These are things that like are iconic. Yes, again, we're biased, but like they are special, you know, and so yeah, 2. I still think Chicago, as much as there's a lack of like major landmarks like there is in London, it is a tremendous course to run fast on.
Yeah. Next up is the crowds.
Oh, this should be pretty easy. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 1. Easy.
No, New York's my number 2, and New York crowds were, I didn't think I could beat them. I honestly thought I knew what the London crowds would be like. I've been in the crowd before at London, I've watched it every year, but it is absolute human electricity that you feel when you're on that course. It was unreal, and I guess they maybe broke records for numbers of people in the crowd this weekend as well. It was wild, like actually not from start to finish. The start was pretty quiet, the first 5K.
It's quite nice having it that way as like a little bit of a lead in until the race merges with the other starts. It's sporadic in terms of support.
Yeah.
And quite quiet and calm.
There's a couple of bits in the first 10K that are fairly quiet, but then
Once it gets going,
It
it's
is-
like
and it is deafening wild for like 32K.
And we'll give it to you Americans in terms of like, you're loud. Like, Americans are loud on the course, and that's great. And there's an argument to say that at their loudest points, the American races are louder.
Yeah.
However, it's the whole course that's so loud at London is like almost unrelenting.
Yeah, I think Americans are more confident supporters. Like they
Yeah.
give it a bit more welly, and you can feel it. It's like
They're not Americans. You're not going to know the word welly, are you? It's such an English word.
they did have like, I remember the megaphones at New York. That was a vibe. There were a lot of megaphones on Sunday. There was amazing music.
If you were the
cheers.
person that shouted on a megaphone, "Mr. Bridges, you were my PE teacher,"
And Ben and Mary Bridges.
yeah, who was that?
Yeah, we
like,
wanna
I want to know
know.
who you were. I could because
We
your
wanna
whole
know which
face,
school.
your face was obscured by the megaphone.
But that was epic. That was a
brilliant.
moment.
That was very cool.
So yeah, crowds won.
Yes.
New York, you've got number 2.
New York is great, and the Scream Tunnel at Boston is great.
Yeah.
But they're just not as dense and home bias, but it's
Yeah.
just wonderful. London, you cannot beat that crowd. Okay.
And finally, the medal. How would you rank that medal in comparison to the other ones that we have in our
that
collection?
we have, not generally, because sometimes some years they're better than others. So
Yeah,
this is
that
like our
Boston medal,
collection.
that Boston 26 medal is superb,
Yeah.
but I don't have that, so I can only rate the ones I've got.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, what goes ahead?
New York.
Yeah, New York medal.
It's gold.
Yeah. I know that London rotates like gold, silver, bronze, and like tweaks a few bits and shapes and things like that, and that's very cool in itself. But secretly, everyone wants a gold medal, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. And New York was just such an epicness of medal.
Yeah.
This is great.
This is great, and it's really chunky, it's really big. It
I love a
feels
chunky
like,
medal.
Like my mate was like, I feel like I'm holding an Olympic medal.
Yeah.
It is epic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that New York one is number one for me.
Yes, and this is a close second, I would
Yeah.
say. Like, it's a really great medal. I like a medal with heft, where you think, ooh, I could actually use this medal to break into a medal shop through the window. It's that big.
Yours is on backwards, but the
Oops.
back is pretty epic.
Yeah, it's all great. So that's our rankings. Okay, let's just briefly sum up that day. We've done it in our videos, but like, how were your legs?
My legs weren't great. Like, you know that. I went in with some calf issues, and that actually turned out to be okay, but I think the lack of conditioning over the last 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, I haven't done a lot of training since Tokyo.
No.
And I felt it. And my left leg in particular was really tight, so that, yeah, didn't feel so good.
But while we were out there, marathons hurt, by the way. If you're watching this and you're thinking, you know, I'll keep training and they'll get easier, you just get faster, but they hurt the same. You know, they always hurt.
Yeah.
That day, Mary ran 3:24. We both ran 3:24. She beat me by a second. But, you know, you look back 2 years ago, that was pretty much her PB. And that was a day
Yeah.
when we were running easy and you kind of had a tough day at the office.
Yeah.
So there's lots of positives to take from the race generally. My legs held up all right, like my 2 big toes, maybe a different story, but generally I felt like the race for us was just a perfect way to bookmark this part of the year, 3rd challenge of the 6.
Yeah.
And also it's worth saying huge thank you to Runderwear, because, you know, they gave us the kit, they gave us running underwear to run in, we did the shakeout run with them, they provided a breakfast for us.
We loved hanging out with Jamie again and meeting more of the team. Good times with good people.
Yeah, so thanks to Runderwear for being on board with this series of videos. Like, that means a lot to creators like us, genuinely does. So this second half of the year, we've got Sydney, we've got Chicago, we've got New York. Chicago's the A race. Everything else is for lols. Are you allowed to say that? It's like, are we too old to be able to say that? But it's just for fun. So we're heading back to Thailand on Saturday. Training will begin for Chicago in about 7 weeks. We've got some hefty plans. We want to get Mary to top 10 in the UK in her age group, and of course a sub 3. I'll be aiming for a sub 239 and sharing my training towards that.
Yeah.
Oh no, sub 240. I want a 239.
Yeah. After this weekend, I realise I've got a lot of work to put in, but I am so ready for it.
But we're going to share it all with you and how you can do it in your life and utilise what we do to make you a stronger, better runner. So make sure that you get subscribed to the channel. That's number 1. All we want to do is help people, and that's why we're out here doing this.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your support. Come and join us for the rest of the year. And Tash, come on, get in touch. Let's do this thing in Chicago.
Yeah, and if you liked this video, then you're going to like our 2 race videos, which are here. My London, Mary's London. Yeah, pretty emotional.
Yeah.
We'll
Come
see
and
you.
see the moment I got this baby.
Yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday.